Hi friends, today we discuss the another important topic in the international law, that is the nationality. So nationality refers to the person's allegiance towards a nation is called as a nationality. The nationality is one of the oldest concept which is there in the international law. It will be decided basing upon number of factors like birth, allegiance, etc. To understand in depth, first of all, we have to know some definitions of the nationality. So we have one definition given by Haidt. He says that nationality refers to relationship between a state and an individual which is such that farmer may with reason to regard the latter as owning allegiance to itself. So in the words of the Haidt, he says that nationality is nothing but a kind of relationship between the state and individual. So individual is making allegiance to a state. A state is under the compulsion to protect that individual. The another definition is there given by the Stark. He goes on to say that nationality means status of membership of a collectively of the individuals whose acts, decisions and policy are vouchsafed through the legal conception of the state representing those individuals. So he emphasizes that the state has certain responsibility towards the individual when he or she is considered as his national. That is a legal responsibility is there under the state. So it should have to protect him forever. So like that, we have number of definitions are there given by many eminent persons and also some commissions. There is one commission called British Mexican Claims Commission, defined it as in these words: a man's nationality forms a continuing state of things and not a physical fact which occurs at a particular moment. So it is not a kind of fact, it is a physical fact. That means it gives another inner meaning is that there is a bond is there between the individual and the state. That bond cannot be broken. So that is be called as a relationship between individuals and the state. So if you see the development of the nationality, we have since long time there is the world countries have making efforts to have a universal meaning of the nationality. For that reason, the first time there is a conference was conducted in The Hague that we popularly called as the Hague Conference in 1930s. In that conference, an attempt is made to have a harmonious, universally accepted concept of the nationality. Later, the efforts were continued. Again, there is another convention was adapted, that is we called as a conflict of nationality laws. were signed by the world countries. Again, further, the another convention, that is a convention on the nationality of married women, was adopted in 1957. How the married woman? Suppose a woman marries a foreign national, then what is the status? What the country, that foreign national country, husband's country's law says, and what laws of that bride and bridegroom says. For that, a convention is adopted in 1957. Again, there is another big problem is there to the world, that is the statelessness. So statelessness is a process where the person does not belong to any state. No state gives any protection to that stateless persons. Like if you go to in Turkey and Iraq, in between there are Kurds. They are fighting for Kurdistan since long time. Neither Turkey or neither are the Iraq. They are giving the nationality to such people. So they became stateless. So to avoid the statelessness also, a effort was made in 1961. A convention is passed that is known as the Convention on the Reduction of Statelessness of 1961. So the convention is first convention which gave some sort of relief to the statelessness persons. Now we discuss the the difference between the nationality and the domicile. So as you know that nationality is nothing but it is a allegiance of a person to a nation is called as nationality, whereas a domicile means the residence of a person is called as a domicile. Suppose a Indian national who goes to Canada for the purpose of his or her education, though he is not domicile of India when he was studying abroad, but he will be considered as an Indian national whether he is in Canada. So there is no change of nationality of such student. Suppose if he acquires the citizenship of Canada as per the citizenship rules and regulations of that country, then there may be change of nationality from Indian to the Canadian. So domicile is a purely reflects a temporary stay of a person, but nationality is a permanent one till certain broad certain things happens. Again, that has been ratified by the courts in a case called Bolderin versus Bolderin, reported 1932, Probate, Volume 9, page number 15. So in this case, the courts have stated that simply change of domicile does not affect upon the nationality. Again, that has been ratified in another case also, the British case, Wall versus AG, reported in 1932 again, 147 LT, page number 382. There also the British courts have categorically stated that nationality does not change because of the change of domicile. Then we have to know what is the difference is there between the nationality and citizenship. So citizenship is a process where a person will be regulated by the laws. For that also, for getting of citizenship, in our country, Article 5 to Article 11 are there, the Constitution of India. So Article 5 to Article 10 speaks about the citizenship at the time of commencement of the Constitution of India, whereas Article 11 given power to the Parliament to make a comprehensive enactment in 1955. Basing upon that, we have enacted the Citizenship Act of 1955. The Act provides the persons taking birth after 1955 have given the citizenship by birth, descent, registration, naturalization processes. So citizenship provides political and civil rights. Whereas nationality also have close proximity with the citizenship. Without citizenship, we cannot go for nationality. So we can say that citizenship comes first, then comes the nationality. That is universally accepted. Suppose we refer to American citizen, then we call him as a American national. A British citizen, British national. Indian citizen, Indian national. So thing is that it is a state which has to provide all the rights, civil, political, social, economic rights to citizens. It should protect the life and liberty limb of the citizen. So nationality also speaks about the same thing. So there not much difference is there, slight difference is there. So the first nationality comes, then also first citizenship comes, then comes the nationality. That we have to remember. Thank you.